Well, so some people manage the expectations of Ghanaians there because I want to cover problem in Adebao.
Oh, I agree. It's part of the issues. And the presidential and financial BBI was the brochure with you. Major two part of the issues when people's expectations are not well managed, it leads to other things. But yeah, when someone the Cathedral Ghana for. And near my for instance, the betting tax, you can't say youth, you don't see the relevance. It's a year for you. I'm sure that your first budget will be around March, Robert. In the April, not a no free. Then you hope you say, you're young for a but maybe this next year. You get a budget, and March, and somebody in a finance minister would come back on your first budget. Am I? Sabbath, I can't hear you. This is a youth from anybody, somebody to say that can't say a year for you. Among other things, and could be 1 minute Ghana for and when this and message was said. I did back on Ghana for a do when it was so Mumuka, Kwame Mekasamba when you know the issues of some man for a do mining through corrupt activities, how we can take them on. And also, Mr. Danamekasila was saying, who make you reference to the past from Kufuor's days, as in Rawlings Kufuor taking over from Rawlings, promise of the Maya. News from Kufuor promises of the man, that they need actually take. And I'm a Cathedral said, no, with you, come on, I who said this time around there will be a change. The name of the young man who said, Ora, no, Aban Humanasona, you pick some men you believe that they can act and act properly. And you don't I hear the composition of the team for Ora. So, man, young woman, because a man, you say, Ghana for bossy, and from one outside here, airborne. Yeah.
Okay. And you roll around Muprecon. All around one casa, and I say, because many a member of the group of Ora, that is Acha, Yedin Komoha, Raymond, Yedin Komoha, I see Nana, maybe Zebisan, and someone who will be a war, a Kono, a now. Minimum Moka wants them Modi a year campaign extra Ghana for, but I didn't see that information near too early to do. They say, well, why don't you wait, take over, and then you zoom into action? Maybe saw this question yesterday.
But when I was there, so Mr. Trump had never tried to import after Mahama.
Yeah.
So we are away.
Yeah, of course.
Better after Mahama better to one to a manager, you had never taken us after said Mahama Kratas with you. But we said the captain now for me there.
Okay.
So there's not like too early. Moreover, some preparatory work needs to be done. What they say, some of them back community big work, and if I come put number man. All the things must be set up.
Now, by this time, without any proper documents near the end, the here say, and I'm a GBT say. Na me say ya amanfo e volunteer information near there obi dey obi a problem near there enya sa na be kwakoye
yes say near there kwame
yes say me GBT say pani we na me na wo ha all of a sudden ma hu say was fie mienu me GBT say mu afa aban ni sika but there are no documents
so obi GBT so afa aban sika na be na afa aban sika ta hu so utimu futa ntia mo nko now, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. But if you know, sir, you have gone to equity with soiled hands, there, then get ready because for you, we are coming after you. And there are no two ways about that. Wouldn't know when someone offend you, then get ready because Mr. I know what's to studio. We can't continue to be doing the same old things. Obi by transfer be no farmer or your man or no man as does it or no job. We are not nobody questions him or her. No. All the time. People must be asked to give account to their stewardship. Today now we boy so man from bench. Oh boy and now I'm account for your activities. What does it?
Yeah.
Now so we go upon papa now who so one. Now go on friend me anybody number go yeah we be a book on papa anybody you go on contact. Now oh you anybody so now they just so and I'm more contact. So one more I can say every something, but I don't even know which book you are reading. I'm saying every something. Which near the hands near the end. But what contact for you where every something. Then the Cabas Miana, who the Madian is going to be no. Ubiana Gaconza, no Ubi Muzari. Hey, not a farmer and gather. I didn't gather.
Or avoid you may, or more now, or more. Meaning in law, because we want to more, as say, if they are prima facie, Dana.
Oh, no, they are going to. The key thing they are going to do is that they are going to gather evidences from their works.
Okay.
Credible evidence. Who's your composition? I look at he's a lawyer and a former police officer, having rose through the ranks to a commissioner of police and retired. In the for criminal investigation, Kofi understands it very well. Take somebody like Martin Tubu, also a lawyer, who he also understands what is credible evidence, what is relevant evidence, what is irrelevant evidence. He understands those things very well. And they almost dig into things that they know what to look for. The other man, former Auditor General of the Temple, Domelevo. Yes. Osha no swa, Nesita. Yenimuno, Nijumadi Obidi more minor. How he was fighting to save this country from corrupt people, and how the corrupt people were also fighting him. You know. Into an also said, and Krasasempa Muna financial figures in that yeah. He knows where you are lying. He knows where you are not lying. Auditor figures, we know better now. We see the comment. Every the Auditor General's report on ambulances here, Yakotoba and Nam Krumi. At Throw Crono, whom are buying way in them crop for boy. But so in that, Manuka, Yanabri, young Quiddy Uncle, or Mampani, Banocran Crofono, maintenance, almost my Yanu, and Suika, as I said, Basa. So you come and account to all these things. COVID the audit report. Because says you can't tell me Crofua. No, I was a brand of contact. You come and account to all these things. Yeah, me and Tracy Madabi Ezika and Nasa. And to the end, so I answer about my money, say, answer your proposal. We are taking position. So be mindful and be careful for tomorrow because we also account.
And then we are more Juma, then what? Then
the next is prosecutions. Anybody that you find things against you, then get ready for prosecution.
So, how would their work be different from state institutions?
I mean, the one is something again of what they are. They want us to be able to do it and do it properly. And it's not my numbers. There are about 1.7 million votes difference now. Muhammad. They didn't make, I mean, they were not joking. Woman mean to say votes man, because almost about man was one of compassion. So they need to give him all the support that he needs to be able to turn around things. They promise a reset. And reset, we can reset with this kind of numbers. Not 40,000 difference, not 100,000 difference, baby. If you're not going to property about you, then no sooner you pay a magana for any other.
And I mean, what's different? State institutions, we have a whole lot dealing with corrupt cases. The OSP's office is there, if you like. The police service is there. The IOCO, the NIB, and all those institutions are mandated by law. How different?
They will do their work. They will do their work. I mean, you and I know that they don't have prosecutorial powers. So they cannot be doing the prosecutions. But that's how they are here. So the entity with the prosecutorial powers will be doing the prosecutions.
So who will be paying them?
Yeah, and that investigation. So it's like say one appear before Public Accounts Committee. Public Accounts Committee, you might say what the social baby out for year from General Diawana from so. Or we any in a baby who is a man at you. Not one man baby say your ball court, so you reckon that they make references or referrals a lot to the Attorney General's office for prosecutions on cases that they foresee or they realize corruptions or misappropriations or whatever. So what I say. And then the same thing is what we are going to see. The SC has been working. He's one person, I mean, all by McCaffrey and Jose. Why a brand here? Even though anything McCaffrey, but a brand here. And a brand here, but we saw the challenges that this guy has been facing under this government of Cocontrino. Nina say abano board, after be a wakodo, Suquaka Bana, Moon Crofum, Hebony, Umudi, hey, Yasoletiano. Minoka say, there have been two different forms of petitions, but quiet was thrown away. There's another one before them, asking for him to be removed. Or you have an attorney general who do cherry picking, and somebody here, your person the and the we can't move a country like that. Yoko ni CID working. And yet you are done going to Yoko. Or what CID, sorry, I don't know what CID. You saw her performance. And the no circumstance she should have been promoted to go and head Yoko when she performed abysmally at CID. But then they are promotion to Yoko. But all these things will become things of the past. So we are getting ourselves very well prepared and ready. Yeah, got the information, credible evidence and everything on board that. Yeah, the more would the prosecution. Yeah, message about the NB message, whereby around saying OSP gathers information, makes referral to Yoko, and the Yoko will tell you that you didn't guide me well.
Okay.
on what I should do. And then be efficiency government.
So who is going to pay them, the overall team members?
Oh, national service. Oh, my God, you're someone or down when no was a new black and I'm working. They've met. I know they have done their first. I think about even their second meeting. But the very first day they did their first meeting, I know I spoke to one of their members, and he confirmed that they have finished their first meeting on that day. That's about 2 days ago also.
And it's not as if
whatever what they are going to do, no, it's not. They are not going to be paid by the state, not in the form of allowance, not in salary, nothing. They are just going to work to support the country.
No, so almost Jumano, okay, if they are not going to take any allowance. A car a one near dear new way in ano who is going to bond that? At least there will be Yabeshia, the venue that Ebia probably will have to rent the place. TNT.
Now, I say you several places that for.
So you're telling me say zero because you tell me these are questions when you are and lawyer, and they say, Yati be paying. Or my Yatin Sembi say paying. Cathedral, yes, your mind is Kabianim. One Ghana City Crown come, a cool year, you know, Yabeti, said your mind. And Tina Mibisa, all these questions said Yabea, Ghanaians will be cleared. And now we are being told, say, a zero, Bibianim, Ghana, Yamoka, one city cry. Ochinabi, Yakofa. And I like the comparison that you have made, comparing way to the cathedral, national cathedral. Let me give you the distinction. The national cathedral, compared to way a government policy be our board in amount for some bar cinema. Way national cathedral, so there you be private promise. Or be not saying, may persama bang, may presama be demanding. Me kwa me brana me start me legal education me call law school me ni nyanko point ntama so wodom me amana hodo a me se me ko hua mra wo so na ba mranim forward amana so se timi ba mu a me wadi bi se ni se me ma mu nyanko pon. It was a private promise I mean or kind of saying vow or whatever that I made to God, and to me ye no na se ba mu sa no so me de kuma me nyanko pon so am it will be so the answer so to ba man pani ya me sia so ndan se me nyanko pon. Na kaya de senke tong ba se yan so compliment pe mpo na ko vote ni akoje na fa was on zakat na o se hu bon to ga wi a wona ka usi dan no and the ka say bi ya o man na sa sekra o fa de tie su yempe mani ni na chi no wa fa ya se mo na se biara na no wa ne pe ko e de so ye. That is extremely different from this one where it is part of the policies or the things that we promise Ghanaians say by yo for Ghanaians, not as a private promise of John Muhammad. There be a manifesto. It is part of the 120 days activities and as a policy GBT can perform another perform as we await the others. And so there's a big difference. On the other hand, yes, there was a promise that in the National Cathedral they will not use state funds. The finance minister said it before Parliament. And he said that because of a private promise. But we are saying you converting the Sapid or manager. And they were so you come. And then yes, or mine can come. Or mine can come to the young park and happy. But meaning that your mine can come, no good results have been able to come out. Alright? But comparatively, this one, Ghanaians expect to see or hear that ABCD person appeared before this committee. This evidence has been gathered and this person is going to be prosecuted. And then I can't afford so much here. So I can only assure them that they should just be waiting for that. Okay. Say ebe konisa na ama Ghanaians aye clear. Na say yemu say orof wona djuma na omo ye no tunwa che djuma na omo.
Na kwa mi no ni panda tisuni na ni ni pa asabi ta fracho. Chewo, I mean wa we djuma kwa no man discuss ya okay.
Ebinum class members.
People are just a retired police commissioner, maybe police president. Yeah, you are going to he has retired on the salary.
How will you answer this? Members on oral committee, pardon my language this morning. Questionable characters when it comes to corruption. Oh yes. He's been flying on social media. They've even mentioned Domelevo. That when you mention Domelevo, a man who at a point also signed the date of birth in order for him to stay in the office, that is corruption. I am saying what is being fly on social media. They mention about Archer. Somebody to me something media. We sold the media house just like that. And once somewhere they did mention about Kofi Boachi, the cocaine scandal. They mention about Sami Okujeto. I mean, they have when you come to Martin Pebu, there's virtually everybody on the committee. Say, if we need people to fight corruption, we don't need these people.
No, I mean the truth is that if some Obi raise concerns, many problems will be raising concerns. But the next point is that how valid is the concern?
Okay.
Take it one after the other. One mentioned Domelevo, which court of competent jurisdiction convicted him for having, altered with the date of birth? Court bear. Because that is the point that you can say that he's not fit and proper to hold any such office or role to play in this country. In any case, he justified why there was that kind of discrepancy. Not so but so not this is the one in John Coffee. COVID Maudi Vision.
COVID age for now.
Yeah, check it. Never so good as you are.
Okay.
And in what capacity is he still in office? Is he on contract? And who gave you that contract? And for how long was he giving that contract? For not all. Go and take your friend Martin Kubu. The criminal offense near there. I'm the character they're questionable near there. He's a lawyer, I know him, he's my senior. The evil act near there Mano was subject, questionable character. No? What is that? Why are they? And I didn't appear before I even say generally got cancer and he had a license with them. And I never of course and you jail in and I say a fine and one. Which way was he convicted or whatever? So if you anywhere, then those things are just business. The next thing Kofi Boachi was your friend. I remember very well the time in case here. I think it was during school first time. I was a police officer by then.
Yes.
I remember very well.
Yeah.
That time I think it was even an ACP. That time. And yes, because I was a police officer by that time. No assistant commissioner. And then the case by. The case by your internet chain man continue to move course. And not to go banana clear themselves on the management. What are you now? Will be about one way. I am clear so management. So we are moving in the area, Madam Georgina Wood, a committee and commission, and a transfer of women. So I
yeah.
To movie and so one walk of what you could do. About saying someone there, my man, if you got a big jumping from the Assam Commission, and man could do the pick of the ranks, which is Commissioner of Police. I'm with me retire and you want to how did that happen? About saying by a lawyer and put in between or questionable character. Because if you have a questionable character, you cannot be a lawyer. So how did he become a lawyer and put in between that time? All these questions to who's being me and sometimes we are maybe without making Kenya. And now any panel smoke and a business with the worker. Some you could just want no offense in there. Or MPO, cocaine constitution that will be able to buy MP. There are certain offenses, certain crimes will be at no one would move by one cent for us to be by my journey. And he said, well, tears anyway this way. Do you think he would have been fit and proper to become even a member of parliament than to even stay in office or whatever to date? The answer is no. And to what more I can know, if who never won't go, but you see, and I'm thinking Cathedral Commission, which move it in Tiam
yeah.
As a woman was when you're here, happens to oral laws, then you're better 100 years ago, you don't give a damn. But name will be big to the and the unity in the Korean because you know they will come after you.
All right.
And your people are giving the information to us. And they who know. One more from the difference there. Say me no and him na che. Ma sorry am team officer me yet to make it na message yes and them say the pictures and other things.
And I want for them.
Oh, them. You have what ni na dem on.
I want for them.
When is the ba ko bi ayo no. Me money bi. The photo and so anyway what they mean come be there.
Loyalty who tell me. Na mo su ya Okay, so young wish you the very best. Now at the end of the day, I think Ghana need be out there. Person will be before manager party and no manager can work dinner fun where the there be.
Oh no, yes.
Let's deal with anybody Obia or far or manager party there. Let's deal with them. And then we all support that. We all support that.
So that me come me home for me.
Yeah.
So it's not be me to office be to be careful. Be yours. Over small minor. And at the end of the day, you are going to be paid and among other things. So why will you go to the extreme?
96.3.
Why will you go to the extreme?
Okay.
My answer, me dad be a nipi or Monday. Ya told the Amaka Branibi. Now, unwa reason be. Ni ba kono ko me could judge ni fie ni gate ni area ni abuja security no. Open that you fear. I say I can't be able to feel I can't say ya thought as in give you be book na to. I'm about to want to all train one round. Can you imagine? Okay, yes, sir. We can wish you the very best. Now, still, it boils down to my first question: no, managing the expectation of Ghanaians. Where is something that can be a make or break for this John Dramani Mahama NDC government? Because at the end of the day, the way you have started, if I say you, I don't mean you, Loyalty Barima. Yes, the way you have started, Ghana phone is a and before the man just be them. And she say, Koye, no one to me, yes, I did never say, hey, and she did be number about my expectations. I'm sure you what would you making? Expectation of Ghanaians baby. So you manage that as well. So the baby at the end of the day, a good thing about what buying on our board, my moving. Yeah. Yeah, move away from that. Now, no Supreme Court the ruling by you, sir, and someone called that Supreme Court when him say, I said with the economy, the LGBTQI plus minus why anyway where that said Ghana man penny didn't say Shemran what say now Richard the last guy didn't binum said there be woman just a woman goes finally Supreme Court the Abaso man penny as well as Shemran say lawyer what say unanimous decision where free Supreme Court to buy you know Uyam Ranimini and there in the D Kaiba with him and I said there now become a for ruling and a verdict no. All right. The other can you now me who say they even took too much time to give us that kind of pronouncement. It should have been done like the first 2 weeks of the case in the crowd. Imagine the first 2 weeks of the case in the contract and the crowd. Was a movie where you can't say one more court. I don't know what took them to the court. They were just going to waste the time of the court, and they should have even penalized them on top. For wasting the time of the court. Family. Oko court to talk of emra ya edafo ana oko challenge. Eko ka say bi a friend be saying your own constitution and declare sa. Kwame LGBT de be abobo di emra no. Emra o. It will pay the court. And the court has just vindicated some of us. You put in argument that you make you know. The can enter TV and that's from in Accra those days. Say, it's a waste of time of the court. And I'm wondering why even those people are even lawyers and they are still doing this. The court should have punished them by a serious fine. Now that time they will not go and waste our time like that. What I say, it's a bill, it's not a law. The president has to sign. But you know, the president too was run away from his responsibility. And that is why he was even citing that yes, will be sure court. Over anyone can go do or know what your manual is reason, but on one side. No, na ojane. No one day ya channel. So December ya woman your budget ka tia on sign say because akadima ho. Akadima ho. So one sign no ja ho kwa. It will be on record say nana adodan kwakufu ado ne Muhammadu Bawumia ban ya ba ye. Na wo mo support case men lesbianism in Ghana.
Okay.
If they don't sign that law, that's about me. Even another big enough that commission was all launching up. So we know great news. I walk massive and pass on me home and Jubilee Park. And now could the same people to the phone and not buying back when you would have about me. And I pay Modiano and the corner and say, well, put you about quite a moment to the church one say. One question LGBTQ, Marano. Man, my emra. The area. Who got with my sign? Don't go sign. The assurance question no one signed the and yet, I'm losing for the abandon to me and no matter what I may have done a form and form when I did. I'm going to say, my money at you idea.
And I am only assuming one sign with Jahokwa, John Mahama be signed.
Once it comes before him, why not? I don't think you fail us.
Them the question.
Because we're making the position clear. Before at the time, President Kokan was Scotland. And I knew to crown so Koran's campaign that was I reiterating the position of you. And for that reason, he won't fail us if it comes before him. But the American, why will you even delay and push it onto him when the thing is happening in your time? Do it. And let Ghanaians say, as part of the legacy, I would die and I can't say who was signing GBT Amen. Every notion is so good and everyone, if it was so awesome, well, you need him. Because now no can say it's bound to happen. And they disprove that argument now, could make you England and say it's bound to happen by signing this law to clear your own image.
I don't know. Well, yeah, because it looks like that way I had dimmer politicians do. I said,
that dimmer Kufado.
Okay, well, yeah. Akufo-Addo up to 7th January, right? So, or up to the 7th of January.
Yes.
Now, other than more person Akufo-Addo and signing with Nase or your appointment, no, Tia Kane Niama dia, and the more raise concerns. And you only be beyond to train your Mahame.
Man, sorry.
Missy. Now, to say the Akufo-Addo on signing at the end money Mayemra, fine, because he's still the president. And I'm say, why is it that more problem with say Oye appointment? He's still the president. He can still make appointment. Why do you have problems? Say, oh, Tia Kanin Yama who do binum, and there more problem, but you expect him to sign, choose, and pick.
Problem.
No, there are concerns that Felix Fosukwati raised. Appointment Oye, and the other Nyama Bebira Oya Mujidi say, last minute, he should not be doing that. He should be thinking about the handing over.
We are talking about some recruitments which are happening now. They are backdating some of them, their appointments backwards. We know, they have money, transitions in money, and the money be paid, you see them. Okay, and some of them, you ask yourself why. Okay, so if you are doing a genuine thing, why are you backdating? For instance, I mean, my example, what for be a contract of employment of 1 year? I mean, 1 year and so yeah. Now, what cancel on the contract and the cast all resign a permanent. What I'm saying. Was that not reason did you want to say 1 year contract of employment? There was a reason, right? Into the 1 year permanent straightforward. Now I can't say the contract so for some months behind. I'm sure that be an episode ocean and modern more. I'm sure that be an episode ocean and that I'm not going to say now who pro who say and since because I'm buying a loosunity. The Americans are 1 year and they say you come. And then 1 year, the enemy son of crying, I'm permanent. Doesn't these things raise eyebrows? It do, another it does. And for that reason, I don't want someone to be able to these are the concerns we are raising.
Okay.
It's the things that we are talking about. It's not out of place. But by the grace of God, we are seeing the and at the end, if 1 + 1 is not giving us 2, we have every right to raise a kind of thing, certain concerns or eyebrows. And we are not against so we are against it. But how the modus or the medium are what they are doing raise the questions, Example is what I've given you. What for B? The person is supposed to serve probation. 6.3. The least probation term in most institutions 6 months. Police service got 1.5 years. One year, 6 months. And the police probation time. Kwame, and since way so yet 1 year, 6 months in swing. Near Cassia, you're permanent as anything. Assuming, I'm just assuming that one. As anything. Probation is to assess the person's performance. Now, what we are not the Jumaya or Bayer was the kind of saying, as so near, I guess it was. I never knew that was our president to us. Now, the one from the we should then to us 1 year. What there was me, my grandma, who I'm from the say, yes, saying, me and customer converted my permanent forward, even before you come in. Meanwhile, we doesn't person who says somebody should be serving the contract or should be serving probation. So these are the things that we are raising concerns on. And we are getting or we are asking for further and better explanations. And they should be able to give us. Right. To serve us well.
The Electoral Commission, about 9 constituencies. Electoral Commission chair said obey recollation because boldly some of the returning officers from some of the constituencies said they did declarations under duress. At a point, even me say I didn't say kind of mind in almost so I'm raising concern. Electoral Commission blaming both the NDC and NPP for disrupting coalition processes. They rate at with political party faithfuls, a trooping to coalition centers near there. What do you say to this?
I mean, I condemn any act of vandalism, unnecessary attacks, assault, whatever. They condemn only. Whether it is coming from NDC people or MPP people, whoever person are coming from the other, it's not right. But the question is, what role has the Mensa when it comes to parliamentary elections?
Only the returning officer for the presidential election.
Very good. Now I put you on hold. I don't know when you are that many.
But overall, he is the commissioner.
No, you are too many friends.
Because the returning officers say
no, but
they declared under duress.
Role of power over parliamentary elections. Does she? Does she?
So on to me and
2020 the Chima South Assembly now
yeah, of course, under her watch.
Or to say you're born parents through to what the Chima South.
Of course.
It's more duress than people being killed in the presence of an EC officer.
It's because the EC officer doesn't report anything to him or to her. The officers now reported Bibiama,
but I don't know what can.
But this time they are reported to her. And
officer be reported to Manampa. One was na petition and this when about the event.
It was directed to the national security service. That there should be investigation. Now, bring you to book the coalition at the Techiman South in 2020 election. We were not told there was any problem, and there was
a problem with the coalition.
But
there was a problem with the coalition. We had issues with the coalition, and that is why through our learned senior and then time your friend is saying minority leader Honorable Haruna Idrisu LED to write an official report or petition to the Electoral Commission. And they come on with Mensa. Then I We were asking for the same thing she is calling for today. Recoalition. Or Cathedral said, "Mranin recoalition." And Mranin said, "Declare we are." So the BC was now in Tiasia, so come up court. No cross one part. So sound of paper and Mranin constitution. I think that's 99 or so. Our constitution was said. So the BC was Manasa Jabba. Now you pension, the band, none to one say, ever declaration when they were given one. My home so the High Court. High Court in what you would be a seminal. Would you renown to one see a quiet pew or court of appeal as such? Emperor Supreme Court to when you any can be our High Court evidence parliamentary elections. So again, back to my question. What is the role in parliamentary elections? I know ever that the assessment in the assessment. You don't have that power to suspend anything. It's only the court that has it. The all can. So in the revenue books and in the American kind of Nadaruma, one walking can and pay on Chassis and moving to the million on Chassis. Because whatever she's doing is not within the law, and we will not allow anything illegal. We will not allow anything illegal.
More court
in this country.
More court, Anna.
What's it? Sorry.
More court.
Oh, yeah, that's a legal file process to our court. Educated democrats and America.
Okay.
On behalf and on behalf of the party.
Election has it been gazetted?
I'm yet to confirm that.
Because I'm told
it's not 2020 because I one gazetted. Now we're no better. We know when this year. I doubt. That the man said no be on what you Colorado I am and matters the honor.
A lawyer one way ya.
Manunya ya kwa me ono na country ya so the Colorado the mathematics. No no kayo.
Edi not
some ya throw the na nu 20 to na nu ya ready ya. Before say about let's see. Edi e ko tino ye. See I throw ye no so ye ma o the map ba no ma throw man jam nyina no obia edi eni ba throw wudi. O the team man jam ni bi dia ni figures bi what the situation na na ye ko kan ho asem say o. What and this invent for you or manable manum raise it no. Also, what the Colorado and calculations in the man. The Colorado come when you feel the Colorado calculation. Colorado and your artwork in deal.
That is the commissioner no air cannon. Is it or no there or say or hear protection for men?
We have protect everyone.
Because Anna parties not disrupted. The air cost. We
are not doing anything real coalition. We are not doing it.
Is it own our channel? What
do I know with Yamana in the first place? Recollation, which part of the law is he relying on?
Because I was forced. I did this under duress.
Has been done.
Under duress.
People were declared. If it was under duress, go to court. Duress is a matter of criminality. Who are you to decide something that is under duress or not under duress? You are not a judge.
And the whole assistant 9 constituencies only any winner as obviously you know say or yeah member of parliament.
The winners are not declared by the member. On them, anything we are saying you rule the same.
Okay, interesting times ahead.
The rulers of the winners of those constituencies are not determined by the Mensa. None of the pronouns who won Fantastic South, Boston constituency, Bantama constituency. I think the Mensa man. No. And you will need to be part of be anyone. Who are you to determine that? It's not your job. I had a district return officer like Manya Wodma. Okay, so much from I know they knew that people like this will be coming up one day in the future. That's why they took set powers from you. So it's not in your power. To say that you're declaring, who no one declare? It's not your job. It is not your job. Number 2, the real coalition that you're talking about is not in the law, so we will not allow you to do anything illegal. Yeah, mom, you see, we're going to how. So, yeah, mouth find that. He's joking. Yeah, man, find that. Listen, if you want to act within the law, we'll be a new Nyasambia. Or Mampania Adi. And this year quality as you will see a winning. Who was here declaring was a winning? Amen. You declare was a winning. Because I'm not say, the man said the commissioner, no, and the Baba declare war. If you over and that day, the mama at the committee, and then they run in the main as all here. I ana omo twen say ye bobo ti o winya no so nwini ye mebo
yeah
ana obedi clear say na fe obi jubilate. Alright, so the law, that's what the law says.